Hello, welcome to English Song Rocks, and today's lesson is about Maya Angelou, one of my favorite authors. Let's enjoy it. Her story. I was born in 1928. I had one brother. My grandma raised us. We lived in Arkansas. My family was black. We were treated unfairly. My childhood was not easy. What would it feel like to be treated unfairly? Terrible. Look at the faucet. Yes, the sink. Books helped me feel better. I loved to read. I also loved to sing and dance, and I became a performer. Good. America was changing. I was a part of it. I wanted all people to be treated fairly. I enjoyed writing. I decided to write a book. It was about my childhood. It was about being black. Would you like to write a book? Why or why not? The book was special. It gave people a new perspective. It was a bestseller and I won awards. Congrats to you, Maya. I was famous. I wrote more books. I wrote plays, obras de teatro. I wrote poetry. I was a voice for my community. Excellent. I read a poem when Bill Clinton became president. It was a beautiful moment. I was happy to be an American. I was honored for many years. I kept writing until my death. I was an inspirational woman. I wrote, I performed, I told stories through art. What would you like to ask me? Well, this is the storyline. She died in 2014. And here we have Glossary bestseller, a popular book that many people have bought. Inspirational, feeling someone with an emotion, an idea, or an attitude. Performer, a person who reads, sings, dances, or acts in front of others in public. Perspective, a certain way of looking at something. Let's take the quiz here. Let's start it. Okay. Who raised Maya Angelou? Do you remember? Yes, her grandmother. Yes, good. Number two. Where did Maya Angelou live? Arkansas or Montana? Oh, I can't remember. Was it Montana? I'm not sure. No, it was wrong. It was Arkansas. Okay, thank you. I got confused. What did Maya Angelou love to do? Sing, dance, and read? Play, swim, and travel? Good. Sing, dance, and read. Great. Next. Maya Angelou enjoyed writing, so she wrote a book or a letter, una carta. Exactly, it was a book. One more. What president did Maya Angelou read a poem for? Ronald Reagan or Bill Clinton? Great, it was Bill. Very good. Fantastic. It was perfect. But now let's enjoy her. Yes, we know that we got one wrong. Okay, now we won't take. Here, look at this. Listen to her.
I am grateful have been loved and to be loved now and to be able to love because that liberates. Love liberates.
Mhm.
It doesn't just hold. That's ego. Love liberates. When uh, when my son was born, I was 17. My mother had a huge house, 14-room house. At 17, I went to her and said, I'm leaving. She asked me, you're leaving my house? And she had live-in health. I said, yes, I've found a job and I've got a room with cooking privileges down the hall, and the landlady will be the babysitter. She asked me, "You're leaving my house?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." "And you're taking the baby?" I said, "Yes." She said, "All right, remember this. When you step over my door sill, you've been raised. You know the difference between right and wrong. Do right. Don't let anybody raise you and make you change.
Mm-hmm.
And remember this, you can always come home."
Mm-hmm.
I went home every time life slammed me down. I went home with my baby. My mother never once acted as I told you so. She said, "Oh, baby's home. Oh, my darling, Mama's going to cook you something. Mother's going to make this for you." Love. She liberated me to life. She continued to do that. When my son may have been 5 years old, my mother would pick him up all the time and feed him. And
Mm.
I went to her once a month, and she would cook for me. So one day I went to her house, and she'd cooked red rice, which I loved. After
Mm-hmm.
we finished eating, we walked down the hill, and she started across the street. She said, "Wait a minute, baby." I was 22 years old.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Wait a minute, baby. I think you're the greatest woman I've ever met." She said, "Mary McLeod Bethune, Eleanor Roosevelt, and my mother. You're in that category." Then she said, "Give me a kiss." I gave her a kiss, and I got onto the streetcar. I can remember the way the sun fell on the slats of the wooden seats. I sat there and I thought about her. I thought, suppose she's right. She's intelligent. And she says she's too mean to lie. So suppose I am going to be somebody. She released me. She freed me to say I may have something in me that would be of value. Maybe not just to me. See, that's love.
Mm-hmm. I love her. Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed her voice. I hope you enjoy the reading. Okay. And see you next time. Bye bye.